I'm not alive, am I? What's happened to this? Can you guys hear me now? Am I coming across? Yes. Excellent. Right, so I still can't see myself. If anyone could put in the chat how I can visualize myself, I'm getting nothing. But it's good to hear that you can see and hear me now. I can hear and see you. Thank you, Mr. Lost World Movie Props. Good to see you here. I'll get going properly in a moment. Right, sorry for the slow start. This is normally runs nice and smoothly, but it is not going well. I've been live for 10.5 minutes and I've not even really said nothing. But at least I figured out that I'm not muted. And I am pretty much good to go. So the idea around tonight's broadcast is to go back to what I feel is one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time, WrestleMania 13. Let me know in the chat what's your favourites and whether you agree or disagree, because Flash Talks always does his research, always does the pen. Apparently, this is one of what many consider the worst WrestleManias of all time. I strongly disagree. But it's got that real nostalgia feel for me because this was the first one I can remember as a kid. I was 6 at the time. So it was really exciting for me. But yeah, you guys let me know. And what we're going to do is, if you have got the WWE Network, I hope you do. So the whole point of me doing these is we're losing the network at the end of the year. We won't have it anymore here in the UK. And I wanted to start doing some watch-alongs of some classic wrestling and also some live stuff, if I can take it, staying up live to watch this stuff. And we go through from there. So I'm quite excited for this. I'm quite nervous as well. It's the first time I've done one like this, but loving having you guys here. Get in the chat tonight. Let me know what you think of Manias, what's your favourites, and we go from there. Just bear with me a second. So yeah, get onto your WWE networks, find WrestleMania 13, and get ready to press play. I think, excuse me, this is going to be some good fun tonight. There's some, for me, legendary moments in the WrestleMania 13. We've got chat on regarding Manias. 17 is mine. It's the end of the Attitude Era at 17. Yeah. That's widely considered the greatest of all time. I haven't heard many people argue that, really. I don't know if I can argue it because it is a fucking awesome show. Top to bottom, it just had everything, and it was at the peak of wrestling being at its biggest boom. But there are many out there that have rivaled it. 16 was really good. Can't disagree with that. That was they branded it as 2000, and that was the year 2000. So excuse me, it was yeah, I really liked 16. Times it felt like it dragged a little bit compared to 17. It was epic. And 18 was only good as we got Rock and Hogan. Yeah, 18 was a little bit flat coming off of 17. Especially I remember the tag match during the show, because the tag titles for back-to-back years have been TLC/ladder matches and going to a normal tag match was really disappointing. But we can't have too much of the same thing, I suppose. And Rock and Hogan was fucking incredible. You didn't have stuff like that, a reaction like that. Right. So what I'm going to do, I was going to do a Facebook Live, but I'm getting really behind on time now. So get into your WWE networks. I will be sharing this around as well. Try and get as many people on here as possible tonight. Those of you that are watching, please feel free to share with others and get them on here, and we can have a bit of a community thing going on. Apologies for the technical glitches tonight. And yeah, good to see the chat going off. So get some more in there, please. So onto your networks. WrestleMania 13. We can watch together and we can react together. Or if you haven't got a network, go along to YouTube. I'm pretty sure all of the matches from WrestleMania 13 are on there, and we can go match by match. And here I go. I press play. In a 3, a 2, a 1, we go. It's the grandest night. So I'm watching this on on my phone tonight. Tried to access another technical problem. I don't think my telly is ready to connect to my headphones. So, right, it's a go. We are in 1997, WrestleMania 13 was, and it was at a time when WWF was getting its ass kicked by WCW, NWO, and all of that was going off. Where are you guys with wrestling in the 90s? Were you a WWF fan? Were you WCW? Were you mixing it up? I was full on WWF. I didn't even really know WCW was a thing, apart from when I went to the shops and I saw the figures in the shops. I remember a Sting figure. I think my brother may have even had a Sting figure, but I never remember watching it. As the years have gone past, and we've got this legendary network that came up 10 years ago, I've gone back and watched loads of WCW and kind of feel like I missed out quite a bit. So we go. We've had the opening video package. We are now live. The pyro's going, and pyro is really starting to become a thing in this era. And the signs everywhere. This is. I don't know if anyone's noticed on recent episodes of Raw, they have started encouraging people to bring signs. I think they want to try and bring the signs back to wrestling. And they're promoting, I think they give a prize to someone who has the best sign. So I remember going to, I don't know if he's still in, he was watching earlier, Josh, when we went to SmackDown 2007 at Earl's Court. I had a sign just simply saying, "Hi, Dave," and Dave Bautista thought it was meant for him. So I got a bit of a nod from him. I'm sure if I knew there was a prize for a sign, I'd go with something a bit better than "Hi, Dave." But we go, and we're coming for the opening contest now. One of the things that really annoys me about the network is they obviously don't have the rights to a lot of the theme music. Coming out now, we've got the Godwins with Hillbilly Jim. Don't go messing with the country boy. They didn't have the rights to this. I don't know how popular this song is worldwide, but it's been replaced by just some banjo. Yeah. And our commentary team for the evening: Vince McMahon, Jerry the King Lawler, and good old JR. You'll notice that I have put in 83 weeks, Brilliant JR, and Something to Wrestle with Bruce Pritchard in this video. I'm a big fan of a lot of the podcasts, and those are two of my favourites. And JR was the voice of wrestling. Brilliant part of this era. And so Vince McMahon talking now. He's telling us about the excitement levels in the building. You can feel it in Chicago. Chicago is always traditionally a good wrestling crowd. And we've got the Headbangers coming out. They were unique for this time. So this is a 4-way tag match. Apparently it might have just been thrown together at the last minute. It's an elimination tag match. Just reading the rules on it. Winners earn a tag title opportunity, of course. Headbangers coming down next. No, they were the Headbangers. That's an error on their part. Lafon. Doug Furness and Philip Lafon. No, not familiar with them. August 1975, we're looking at the Blackjacks, and of course now we're about to be introduced to the new Blackjacks, which were Bradshaw, legend, and it's not Von Erich, is it? Bradshaw's good on the mic. We had Todd Pettengill doing the backstage interviews, and Doc Hendricks. Flash Talks, Pen Talks, as I've said, if anyone's watched any of my previous videos. This event took place on March 23rd, 1997, and it was at the Rosemont Horizon in Chicago with an attendance of 18,197. Quite a good crowd. I've always quite liked Manias in arenas. Stadiums, of course, was an amazing visual for it. Thousands, if not 100,000 people. But the noise level, everyone says this about any show. If you go to any sort of performance, the atmosphere tends to be a lot better inside an arena as opposed to a stadium. The buy rate for this pay-per-view, I've got some comparisons with this pay-per-view. And this is purely based on America. It's not worldwide. It drew 237,000 buys. And you compare it to the previous year, WrestleMania 12, it's slightly down. That was 290,000. And then get ready for this one. WrestleMania 14, when the Austin era officially began, that was 730,000. What a jump that is. This is as I say, this is heyday for me. This is when I was like getting to the point of, I won't say obsession, but almost there, and there certainly was obsession during the 90s. I don't think I'm obsessed anymore. My wife would tell me the opposite. But I still love it. Just watching the headbangers. So reason I wanted to do this tonight, as I said, is about WrestleMania and the network coming to a close at the end of the year before it moves to Netflix. Got no idea what it's going to look like. Hopefully pretty decent, but yeah, never know. I don't hold much hope for it personally. I think it would mainly be based on the live pay-per-views and Raw, of course. I think we get SmackDown and NXT as well, actually. I think we get the full package with Netflix, whereas the States, it's just Raw at the moment. This is... still trying to figure out who that Blackjack is. Get in the chat if you know who the... God blimey, what move that was. Waiting for the commentary to pick up on who it is. Oh, Wyndham. Okay, Blackjack Wyndham. Not a Von Erich. Yeah, so reason for doing these watch-alongs is I've seen many watch-alongs before of films, football, rest. Yeah, I have seen rest. I've seen Eric Bischoff, and I've seen a JR one. Definitely seen a Pritchard one. But they often, all these people do watch-alongs, and they encourage you to watch with them. Obviously, get your comments in as you have been doing. And I take inspiration for doing this whole Flash Talks thing and you stepping into the whole YouTube world from the likes of my favourite away from wrestling is Mr. Mark Goldbridge. He's like Marmite. A lot of people absolutely hate him. Can't stand what he does, but he speaks his mind, and I think he does a good job for what's kicking off. I think the new Blackjacks are being disqualified because they just pushed the referee. Yeah, the Blackjacks eliminated. JR just said the Texas Cowboys are very tough, but they're not very smart. See you later. Yeah, I know, ref bump. Christ, I wouldn't like... Is that Henry Godwin? I wouldn't like him landing on me. Jesus Christ. Full body power slam. Landing on one of the headbangers. Who's some of your favourite wrestlers in this era, 97? Austin was coming up. It wasn't massive yet. Rock was only about 6 months into WWF. For me, I'm always a die-hard Taker, so I'm always going to say Taker, but I loved Mankind. I loved Vader. In terms of tag teams, I don't remember that many that stood out in this era. Earthquake was always a favourite. I don't know if that's a joke. Lost World of Movie Props, or genuinely was. I've actually been watching all of the WrestleManias leading up to this one so far. I like to do this every few years, just watch back all the Manias. And Earthquake on the last few, he's had me in stitches actually with how it all went down with his running around the ring and stomping on the mat and then just sitting on his opponent. It's certainly a different time. I think Earthquake was just slightly before this. Yeah, definitely was before 97. Goblins were quite good. I always remember watching these guys, and they used to bring out the slot bucket and they chuck it over. I remember them chucking it on Jerry Lawler. No idea what was in it. JR's just randomly said sausage. I don't know why. Perhaps promoting his barbecue. What do we all think of Vince McMahon on commentary? So sort of 96 is when I really got into WWF, and he was the lead announcer along with JR. I always quite enjoyed it. On the outside! Some of his over-the-top stuff. It's a bit lousy compared to JR. But it was his product. He did what he liked. Are we down to just 2 teams now? Godwins. Yeah, Godwins and the Headbangers. Of the 18,197 were in attendance, they got their $837,150 at the gate. Oh, blimey. They're throwing each other around like darts, says Vince. Interesting. You can tell by the last year or two of Vince's commentary, he was trying to get the spotlight on him. Yeah, I think at Royal Rumble 97 of this year, the seeds were starting to be planted with King's talking about McDonald's now. Food chat in the first match. Vince was flirting with the idea of becoming a heel character, I think. You saw more and more wrestlers sort of targeting him when they were frustrated in a match. Taker done it at Rumble 97. Brett definitely done it. I think there might have been one other. But they've just flipped at Vince. And when you were a child, like me, you sort of looked at it and went, what's that all about? And of course, the older you were, you knew Vince was the guy that run the place. Oh, close on. Lost World of Movie Props question for you, actually. Of this era, or any era, who's your favourite ref of all time? Headbangers get the win. So they get themselves a title shot against the tag champs. They haven't changed their theme tune on the network. Oh, promoting the next pay-per-view now, I think. Someone's going to get their ass whipped. In your house. It's well known in this era that in your house pay-per-views were the shit pay-per-views. And your Mania, your Rumble, your SummerSlam, your Survivor Series, and the King of the Ring were the big pay-per-views. Here's one from yesteryear. Honky Tonk Man's in the ring. Not competing. This is a bit later on for him. He's on commentary for this match. Captain Lou Albano is at ringside. Who's next to him? Just bear with me, guys. I'm going to try and spread the word on the stream. Get in the chat again if you didn't hear me about who's your favourite referee of this era. Just a honky tonk man. Here comes the Sultan, accompanied to the ring by Iron Sheik and Bob Backlund. Question for you in the chat, another one. Done it with the referee. Who's your favourite referee of all time? Or of this era? Who's the Sultan? I actually didn't know this until about a year or so ago. I was actually quite surprised. But yeah, the Sultan is a wrestler that we know and love of under another character. Who is the Sultan? Get in the group. Get in the chat. Let me know. Oh, am I missing a chat? No, still on the man. Who's the Sultan, folks? Is that real green combustible? Said JR. Here comes the young one. Rookie Rocky Maivia. He's already the IC champ at this point. I think he debuted at Survivor Series. So less than 6 months, and he's already the IC champ. You could tell Vince was all over him. I think it got to the point where people got sick of seeing him, having him rammed down our throats, and it ended up being a good thing for him, really. The heel turn came, and he never looked back. Rocky Maivia. As Earl Hebner holds up the belt, my favourite referee of all time. Although I quite like Charles Robinson. Tony Atlas is in the crowd. We've got 3 of you watching now. Thanks very much for joining. And we are on the second match on the card of Intercontinental Championship with the Sultan, the challenger, taking on rookie Rocky Maivia. Rock less than 6 months into his reign, and he's already the IC champ. I did put a question out there. I'm still waiting for replies in the chat. Who is the Sultan? If you don't know, I found out about a year ago, and actually I was quite surprised. So don't cheat. Don't go and look it up. Just look at his figure. Look at what he's about. Who is he? We went to go on and love him as another character later on down the line. And the Sultan's got Rocky by the throat. Throws him into the corner. And a clothesline. Got Iron Sheik there at ringside. In the corner of the Iron Sheik. In the corner of the Iron Sheik. In the corner of the Sultan. Honky Tonk Man's just called himself the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. Of course, he'd never heard of Gunter at the time. Yeah, that's another one to put in the chat. Who's the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time? Is it Rock? Is it Austin? Owen Hart? Bret Hart? Honky Tonk? Jericho I quite liked as IC champ. Miz recently. Gunter I think's done a great job in the last couple of years. Obviously the longest running of all time. And Sultan's going to fly off the top rope. Headbutt. Shades of Benoit. Should mention him. Bob Backlund's there at ringside as well in the corner of Sultan. You kissed it. No one's in Rocky's corner. Not yet, anyway. Don't spoil it. Big choke. Rocky's broke it. So, slam. So, let me know in the chat. Still waiting for you. Who's your favourite referee of this era? And who is the Sultan? Who is he? Can you tell? Look underneath that mask. Who is it? Iron Sheik's mouthing off at ringside. What are we talking about? His 10-inch cock. some of his videos. He's done his YouTube interviews and stuff over the years, and he seemed to love his 10-inch cock. God rest his soul. He's got Rocky in a sleeper at the moment. Where do we stand on sleepers? I don't think they use that much anymore, but in this era, it seems to be well and truly overused. You'll see in the main event, it's definitely overused. Rocky's getting to his feet. Boom, boom. Here we go. Rocky goes for the pin. Of course not. Broken up already. So, what is everybody doing for Easter? Easter weekend is fast approaching. Doing anything fun? Anything exciting? How do you think Easter compares to Christmas? Is it as exciting? I kind of like the less fuss it gives off. Christmas is so in your face. Easter just yeah. If you want it, have it. If you don't, fair enough. Obviously both religious occasions. Swaying off subject, but this is kind of where you go with live watch-alongs. There he goes, Rocky. I can hear the boos actually. Already people think he's too much for him. Iron Sheik's just dragged him the ref. Tell you what I do miss about this era. Well, there's a lot of things I miss about this era of wrestling. Camera flashes. They've sort of really added to those moments when they're jumping off the top rope and super kicks and whatever. See the flashing all around, looks great. Now, all around, all you see is that. I'm recording everything I see, even though it's in front of my eyes, and I'll have the opportunity to watch it back later. Fucking pisses me off. No matter what you go to. The thing I get behind is if you're at a concert and the lights go out and the torch moment. That's a perfect time. You don't need to record every fucking thing that's in front of you. Live in the moment. You can also take a few pictures here and there. Oh, Rocky's gone over. Big win. Retains the title. Bob Backlund's in. Sheik's in. They're pissed off. JR's having an interview now with Rocky. Rock's getting nothing said. Sheik's attacked him from behind. No is the answer to that. Feel free. Crack on. No, I won't restart it. Have we guessed who the Sultan is yet? He's just attacked Rock from behind. God, squashed him off the top rope there. Massive frog splash. And now Sultan is putting Rocky. Sorry, I keep saying Sultan. Iron Sheik's got Rocky. Stretching him right out here. Vince said there's a fan. There's Rocky Johnson. Rocky Johnson just got in the ring. Taking down his dad. His dad's in the ring. Rocky Johnson. This is the McMahon commentary, I remember. Oh no, from behind. Rocky, oh, he's a father trying to help out his son. King laughing his head off. There we go. It's tearing Rocky Johnson's shirt off now. Sheik gonna go for him. Boom, boom. Rock's back up. He's gonna puke. Sultan's out. Rock's got his hands on Sheik. Up he goes. Power slam. Rocky Johnson. Probably with an even better slam, to be honest. What a great moment this must have been for The Rock to be in there with his dad in his first ever Wrestlemania. Do, do, do. So, anybody guess? Who is the Sultan? Now he's off screen. I'm going to tell you, the Sultan was Rikishi. In this era, he was known as the Sultan. Obviously put on a few pounds since this moment. Rocky Johnson's really ripped in this era. Ken Shamrock, guest referee for the submission match. Having a backstage interview with Todd Pettingill. I loved Ken. Crazy son of a bitch, Ken Shamrock. Damn, you had Taz. What, Taz has the Sultan? So I'm just looking at if we get a few more people in for the evening. I'll do a live poll maybe on best WrestleMania of all time. Now we've got Doc Hendricks. Interviewing Triple H or Hurst Helmsley, as he still was in this era. Interviewing China. With China, sorry. She won't do much of an interview, it's just arms folded. She's an absolute menace. She's more of a man than Hunter, does he? Here we go. So third match leading, it is Hunter and Goldust. These two have had a bit of a rivalry going for a while. Really enjoyed their IC title match at the Rumble. It's a classic of mine, Royal Rumble 97. I remember watching it with my granddad. Where do you stand on Hunter? Are you a fan? You're not a fan? I was always quite a fan of his. Anybody catch what King just said? China was breastfed by her father. Classic King. That was Goldust and Marlena. Goldust again was another great character of this era. Always been a huge fan of Dustin's. To be able to put on this sort of performance, really stand out from the crowd in this era. Bearing in mind, I was what, a 6-year-old kid. I probably shouldn't have been exposed to things like Goldust. The bizarre one. Still, at least in this match, we don't get exposure like he did in the previous year's Mania in his Hollywood backlot brawl with Roddy Piper, where we end up seeing him in his cross-dressing wear underneath. Okay, the bell's ring, the match is underway. Hunter's just looking at Goldust. Goldust is just crouched down in a shitting position, staring at him. Ooh, what's he going to do? Clothesline. Another clothesline. Laying the shots in. Slammy Awards are coming back this year, and Hunter won Best Hair Day. Vince has just said. Goes on over the top rope. Hunter down to the outside. So Goldust in the early going. Triple H caught up in the ropes. Goldust laying him in. Oh no. Hunter House Helmsley being pummeled here in this matchup. It's sounding more like JR. Meant to be Vince. Yeah, I quite enjoyed this feud in this era. It's one of the ones that I was really enjoying as a 6-year-old lad. I'm going to have to leave you for a moment. Leave you watching Mania 13. Enjoy. Nature calls. See you in a moment. Turn off the flash. I'm back. What have I missed? So it seems Hunter is moving this thing along. Goldust is down. I tell you what, another thing I really like about this era, the loud rings. And I've seen a documentary that Vince doesn't like a loud ring. But I like the sound, the slams. Sounds really good. Try and listen out to the commentary as much as possible because there's so much in this era that you just can't say now, especially from King. Marlena smoking her cigar. Couldn't do that now either. Cigar, as JR was calling it. Cigar. Lost World movie props. Don't know if you're still on. So you said, damn, I had Taz. Was that to the Sultan earlier on? Of course, the Sultan was Rikishi. I don't know how you could have had Taz. I'm sure you're having me on. That's a young, I think it's a young Mike Chioda as referee. Another referee I really enjoyed. Disappointed when they let him go. I think they let him go during COVID. If I get any more of you on tonight, I'll definitely get a poll going in the chat on some of the subjects we can get going on. And any suggestions, any questions for me you want me to answer? Goldust laying in the chops now. Let me just see if we're getting any interaction on the socials. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. Goldust will be wearing his birthday suit soon, according to King. Goldust has the momentum now. Both men are down. China just standing so still on the outside of the ring, getting nothing from her. Just keeps looking over at Marlena. Arms folded. Goldust and Hunter are in a good match, actually. I still preferred their match at the Rumble. But as I said before, I really enjoyed this feud. Boom! Bulldog takes him down. It's best to do it this way. Oh, welcome back. Getting a load of likes going on now. Sorry for moving the screen. Just having a conversation with the missus. Oh, Marlena, as China's moved. Oh, I love this moment. Marlena goes flying into China's arms. Now we're getting a hell of a bear hug. She's being thrown around like a rag doll. And a pedigree. Triple H goes over. Sorry, Hunter Hearst Helmsley goes over. That was what the setup of that. Get flying into China's arms and just slung around like she was nothing. Goldust is out from the pedigree. Marlena is hurt. And Hunter is doing a curtsy for everyone. La 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 la. La 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 la. Goldust has finally come around from the pedigree, realizing Marlena's down. His beloved wife. Goldust cradling Marlena in his arms now. Can't remember what. Excuse me. King's blaming Marlena now. She jumped into China's arms. Pedigree. Nice pedigree. So Goldust is cradling Marlena. Hunter gets the knee into the back. Of course. She's literally like a doll being thrown around here. Marlena being carried back to the back. That's what you call a proper husband there. Classic Shawn Michaels trying to work out how to use a computer. Of course, got to talk about this pay-per-view in this era. Apparently oh, hang on a minute. It's Vader time! Damn! One of my all-time favourite big men. So many people, when I say I like Vader, take the piss and say, oh, Phil Mitchell with a funny mask on. Bastards. Paul Bearer is escorting out his two men of Vader and Mankind. Paul Bearer still carrying the urn. No Undertaker. What was the purpose of the urn now? But I love the Mankind Undertaker feud and Paul Bearer turning on Taker and Bearer was, for me, the all-time greatest manager. And Vader, one of the best big men there's ever been. So it's Vader and Mankind, number one contenders for the tag titles. And here comes the Bulldog. Legend. Bulldog and Owen Hart, both legends. Tag champs, double Slammy Award winners. All JR's asking Bulldog if he's offended by Owen saying he's smarter than Bulldog. Trying to cause friction. Good old JR. God damn it. Well, this is a real mixed match of styles here. Vader and Mankind up against Bulldog and Owen Hart. Oh, get the shout out there. We are because the Bulldog's out there. We're live on Sky Sports 1. And JR just saying that King's favourite queen is RuPaul. Didn't even know RuPaul was a thing in this era. So Vader and Owen Hart are going to start this off. Vader getting the headbutts in on Owen. Jerry Lawless just said Vader is huge. Nah. Is he? Back and forth at the ropes. Owen trying to wear out Vader with all the running around. Takes him down. Oh, Vader's got it. Down you go. That's what I mean about the loud ring. I missed the loud ring. The noise as they slam down, especially the bigger guys. Oh. Power slam from Vader. Who's your favourite favourite big wrestler of all time? Actually, I'm going to do a poll on that one. Let's go heavyweight. Let's go big man. Cool. Well, suplex from Bulldog on Vader. What strength. Old bear of cracked me up. Yes! Always loved it when Vader went up the ropes. Boom! He hit it! I don't care what anyone says. Reading into this, so many people saying that this is up there as one of the worst WrestleManias of all time. Not for me. I know I've said before, it's got the nostalgia feel for me. This was the first Mania I remember as a kid. But I just love... I mean, every match so far, I've been invested in every character, every wrestler I've enjoyed. Mankind, Mick Foley, absolute legend. I was going on about the podcast earlier on. I like listening to. I was listening to one, Mick Foley's one the other day about starting the Mankind character and how Vince didn't want nothing to do with him really, and he was only brought in because of JR. Thank you, JR. I can't imagine not having Mick Foley growing up as a kid. Mankind, Vader, Mankind, Dude Love, Cactus Jack. It's made my childhood and into my teens. No, it wasn't even teens really. He's supposed to properly stopped in 2000, at which point I'd be 10. Can't believe that. Crossbody. Owen nearly gets the win there. Owen. Yeah, getting the poll. Nice, there's a poll going in the live chat. Who's the best big man wrestler of 96, 97? Your options are Vader, Yokozuna, Mabel / Viscera, or over in WCW, think of the Giant / Big Show. I personally go with Vader. King just said, JR, you describe everyone as a monster. What happened in your childhood? You get scared of something. Baby! Got Mankind. Cool. Nice shot. And this, of course, is Mick Foley's first WrestleMania. What's his best Mania match? You got this one. Following year, the dumpster match with Terry Funk, Chainsaw Charlie against New Age Outlaws. I think he originally wanted a Texas Death match with Funk. That obviously never happened. Then he had the match with Big Show at 15. Nah, that wasn't great. Oh, Stu and Helen Hart are at ringside. WrestleMania 2000. He was involved in the Fatal 4-Way Championship match as Mick Foley. Yeah, that was a good match. And then that was his official retirement. 17, he was there as a guest referee for the McMahon match. 20, had the 3-on-2 tag match with Rock and Sock Connection. 22 was against Edge in the hardcore match. That's his best. That's Mick Foley's best WrestleMania match. Could have had some more along the way, really. Like I said, if we've had that Terry Funk match, it's probably between, well, we love Mick for his hardcore. Between the dumpster match and the hardcore match with Edge, I'd say the match with Edge pips it and really becomes the making of Edge, I think. Vader going in with shots now on Owen Hart. What? Got a vote. Let's take a look at the poll. Got movement going on. Mabel Viscera has got 100% of the votes. As I said earlier on, if I could vote, I don't think it lets me vote. I'll try. No. Mine would be Vader. Absolutely love Vader. All Vader's masks off now. Shit's about to go down in this match, I think. Remember this being a bit of a chaotic end. Bulldog's just throwing mankind around the ring. You gotta love Mick Foley. He didn't give a shit what his opponents did to him. Man of McClaw locked in. Always loved this crazy shit move. Fucking hell, what's all going on now? We can hear Paul Bearer now. Get up, mankind! the deadly mandible claw. JR's just called it. Got it locked in on Bulldog. Oh, we're getting a count out. Was it a count out? The bell's been rung. Owen Hart's pulling on Mankind's hair. He's not letting go of the mandible claw on Bulldog. Vader's now going on Owen Hart. Yeah, ruled it as a count out. Owen thrown into the stairs. Vader does look weird without his mask on. Phil Mitchell with the funny mask. Even Vader's pulling Mankind now. Get off him. We're done with him. Wah! Bang, bang! Come on, Mankind! Leave him alone! Let's go, Mankind! We got what we wanted here! I've started doing a Paul Bearer with my son. He's got this massive flask drink bottle, and every time I make him a drink, I just think of Paul Bearer with the I don't know why. So I always hand it to him and go, yeah! He's got no idea what I'm going on about, but he finds it funny. Oh, we're heading towards Stone Cold and Bret Hart now, I think Vince is saying. Now, originally, if you didn't hear earlier on, this Mania was supposed to be a rematch of the previous year, and Bret was supposed to go over on Shawn Michaels. Shawn was injured. Many people saying that actually, no, he wasn't. Yeah, it's a bit of a screwy era. It looks like Shawn didn't want to go over to put Bret over, sorry. And here in the preview, we get Bret's having a right pop at Vince. Austin saying to Bret, ever since you come that all you've done is cry. Spot on. It's a crybaby bitch. I will close the poll shortly. Get your votes in. Who's the greatest big man wrestler of 96, 97? Vader, Yokozuna, Mabel / Viscera, or the Giant / Big Show? Mabel's winning the vote at the moment. Vince on commentary just calling Bret a dirty rotten son of a bitch because he just smacked Hall of Famer Pat Patterson. This match is the making of Austin. Who had the CD? Oh, in the chat. Ken Shamrock, the most dangerous man in the world, is our special referee. Here we go. Here comes Austin. The making of Steve Austin in this match. The glass break. Oh, I love it. Austin's already having a go at Ken Shamrock. Mixed reaction to Brett now. Just a year or so ago, it was just massive pop. All we could hear was deafening, but now it's a real mix. And the match is underway. Austin takes Brett down. This for me is up there. This is one of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time. Hands down. In fact, I probably will do a show at some point once I've seen all the Manias. I don't know if I could do 40, but I'll probably do a top 10 best Mania matches, maybe top 20. Might actually be quite hard to trim it down to 10. But I imagine trying to do a top 40 would be quite difficult to rank it the way you want it to rank. Oh, shit, a brick. Austin smacking off the post. Austin clotheslines Brett into the front row by Lou Albano and going right out to the crowd now. Fucking love it when they do this. Austin drinking someone's beer and just throwing it on him. Submission match. But it's just an all-out brawl in the crowd at the moment. Fans just go nuts. As soon as they get the camera on them, it's God, I love it though. It's just chaos. Going all the way up the steps. It'd be great just to be this close to the action. When it was at AEW at Wembley Stadium last year, and you had the what was it called? What's that? The chaotic match they had when it all spilled out in the crowd and it went up to the royal box. I would have loved to have been in those seats around there, watching it right in front of me. This feels more like a Falls Count Anywhere at the moment. Back to the ringside area now. Brett's about to jump off the barrier. Tony Atlas was the other Hall of Famer at ringside. Brett slammed into the steps now. Crowd's really hot for this one. Austin with the fingers. And a clothesline off the apron. Now we're going down to Brett territory. Neck breaker. Austin, of course, breaks his neck later on this year. Against his brother, Owen. Just a reminder on any of my videos, please like the video, share it. It's really good to spread the word on my videos. It'd be much appreciated. And subscribe as well. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, hit the subscribe button. And you don't have to pay anything. I'm just going to pay for this. Hit subscribe, just gives you notifications of when I am live for videos and when my new content is out there. It's my first video in about a week now. Try and make them as regular as I possibly can. As I say, I've been watching every WrestleMania up until this point. So I'm going to do review videos of each of the manias from 1 up to now, and then beyond, keep going to 40. Probably by the time I finish, we'll be at 41. I should have started watching these manias last year. 40 manias, and then of course, as further down the line you get, about 8 hours long. Not doing an 8-hour watch along. Yeah, so like, share, subscribe, and comment as well. It's been really nice tonight to have the live chat comments. It's been nice to get comments on my videos going forward. This is how you get someone to submit. Figure 4 around the ring post. Well, in fairness, he is tapping. But he's got to hear him say, I quit. Effectively. bone-chilling pain. I don't know if JR can feel it, but it's bone-chilling. Brett brings in the bell and picked up a padded chair and went, nah, I'm not having a padded one. So steel chairs coming into play. And you're not going to do your standard with it. He's putting it round his ankle. And Chicago's going nuts for it. They want it. Now Austin's got the chair. Boom! Off the back. Austin again. Across the back. Sound of the chair shots are devastating. It's a little girl in the audience with her hands across her eyes. Not for the weak of heart. King's just said she's been instructed to cover her ugly face. Can't say that anymore. Boston Crab, all the Jericho. No, no, no. No, no, no. Don't you stick your nose in there, Shamrock, says King. Austin going for the sharpshooter now. Oh, a rake to the eyes from Brett. All sorts of chaos now. Back outside. Timekeeper's knocked down. Someone's under a table. I don't quite know. Oh, excuse me. I don't quite know where this happened. Austin's busted open. I think it's gone into the barrier. Obviously, we know the old blade job, but let me end that poll. Mabel Viscera is the winner of the poll. The best big man wrestler of 96-97. Well done, Mabel. Here we go. This is where the real story of this matchup comes in. Now, I've watched every WrestleMania up to this date. We've seen blood from Brett, from Brett bled at WrestleMania 8. Ric Flair bled at WrestleMania 8. And Hogan bled at WrestleMania 2. I think it was 2. And that's it. Not a whole lot of blood. But we never seen blood like this from Austin. And as I say, I was a 6-year-old lad. And I was watching this with my whole family. Even my dad was glued to this one. And my dad couldn't stand wrestling. And I thought, this is what it's all about. I know I said earlier on about my granddad watching Rumble 97 with me. And it holds a special place in my heart. But the whole family watching this match, the making of Stone Cold Steve Austin right here, and a real flip, getting Brett become a mega heel and Austin become a mega babyface, just like that. And amazing storytelling, amazing fight, and it has. This is why this WrestleMania can't be pushed aside. It is a great WrestleMania. And yeah, to say even my dad, God rest his soul, was glued to it. And I do. There's a lot of. I'll say this about me. I don't remember important stuff, but the stuff throughout time and in history that sticks with me and will probably never leave me. And this is one of them. WrestleMania 13. Watching on Sky Sports 1. Not live, obviously, but watching. Must have been recorded, or there was a repeat. And watching there with my whole family. And yeah. I'll never forget it. Never forget the look on my dad's face of probably the thought of, actually, maybe this is real. And secondly, I'm not sure if my 6-year-old son should be watching this. Right. Austin is ready to rock and roll now. According to JR, he's back in this thing. Start putting him out. Steve Austin is one tough SOB. He's kicking a mud hole. Bret Hart. What is a mud hole? Yeah, in the chat. What is a mud hole? proper bloody lost them. Vince is saying this is unfortunate, and it does not happen that often in the World Wrestling Federation. Almost like an apology that there's so much blood. Not knowing that the fans, this is what we really wanted in this era. Of course, ECW was massive at this time. Austin's wrapping a TV cable around Bret's neck now. Choke him out. As JR saying, it's a good submission. Ring the bell. Bret just hit the bell over Austin's head. Bret Hart just rang Austin's bell. Oh, what a war. We're at the 2-hour mark on this video. Thanks everyone for watching. Sorry about the dodgy start. Technical issues. Still can't see myself. And the sharpshooter is on. This is the beginning of the end now. This is how. This is the moment we all remember. God. Blood pouring. Austin in pain. No, I'm not giving up. Ken Shamrock saying, Steve, answer me. Do you give up? Nah. Oh, that's the picture. You can hear this. The crowd is so invested. Austin broke the sharpshooter. Nobody's ever done this. No. No! Bret's still got it on. Austin trying to reach that rope. He will not submit. Ken Shamrock stops the fight. That's it. There you go. JR shouts it. Austin never gave up. Austin never gave up. But he's passed out through the pain. He has passed out. JR really adds to this match. And as I said, mega change up now. Bret's a sudden mega heel. And Austin laying in his own blood. It's a mega babyface. JR just said, this is going to be a tough act to follow. They don't follow it. How do you follow that? What a bloodbath. Yep. Bret Hart is now attacking Austin. Bell's ringing. JR saying, I'm a Bret Hart fan, but this is enough. Ken Shamrock. Ken Shamrock just took down the Hitman. Right to the chambers. Go on, JR. I don't know what my JR impression is like. Let me know. I don't think it's that good. It's not as good as my Jesse Ventura. Come on, gorilla. What are you saying, gorilla? Brett just said to a fan, fuck you. Austin just kicked away Shamrock. I don't want your help. All the officials trying to help Austin. Nope. Here we go. Stunner. I don't want your help. Massive chance now of Austin. Austin. As he limps out of the building. What a match. One for the ages. And the age is 97. Bear with me, folks. Grabbing a refreshment. What a match. Close-ups of the blood now. Back in the building, folks. Time for the Chicago street fight between the Nation of Domination. Just come out now. With Vince has just said the tickets for WrestleMania 14 are not on sale yet. Oh shit, Sherlock. That's 1998. We're in 2024. What a rush! Legends on the way to the ring. The Legion of Doom. And not so much a legend. Ahmad Johnson. Coming out in LOD wear as well. Do. Fucking legends. Legion of Doom. LOD. Crowd's going nuts for them. Chicago boys, weren't they? Dude. They really tried to push Ahmed in this era. And I always remember when me and my brothers used to wrestle, Ahmed was my older brother always wanted to be Ahmed. Apparently he was a bit of a dick to work with, Ahmed. Bring it on me, it's just what you read. So you got Farouk, Crush, who's been around for a while at this point. Who else from the Nation? Savio Vega. And all the minions get involved as well. The Nation of Domination. I love this Chicago street fight. Just is what it says on the tin. Chaos. Trash can. Now I think other than the Chicago Hollywood backlot brawl the year before, I don't think we'd seen this sort of chaos in this environment at this time. Yeah, Hawk just slammed the 2x4 into the turnbuckle because Crush moved, and I remember this spot. Farouk's getting Animal, or is it Hawk? Animal and Farouk on the table. These tables are not like what they are now. Here we go. Animal can't lift Farouk. And it's supposed to pile drive them down through the table, and they fall off the table. It just fell off. All the drama built up for nothing. Yeah, so the 2x4 smashed off the turnbuckle, went flying in the air, and an Animal caught it as it came back down. Oh, fire extinguisher's gone off now by the announcers. extinguisher went off in Farouk's face, but everyone at ringside got full blast of it as well. It was that smoky. Oh, I love it. I don't know why people really weren't into this WrestleMania 13. The old dirt sheets and that saying it was pretty poor, and they're saying this Chicago street fight was a mess. It's supposed to be a mess. It's not a wrestling match. Proper loving using the trash cans in this match. King shouting out, "Call 911!" That's better, Ahmed. That's how you break the table. Farouk just slammed through the table by Ahmed. And then Savio gives Farouk a super kick. LLD. LLD. Do you ever do this? I find myself watching wrestling and I know what the crowd are chanting. I just start chanting it myself. Same with football. Only if it's my team. You can definitely tell it's got into the announcer's lungs, this extinguisher. One of them's coughing, I don't know which one it is. Trash can put on Ahmed's head. Now we're getting a rope. Rope wrapped around Ahmed's neck. And the nation members on the outside are pulling the rope. We'll be able to do that now. Hart taking down both Crush and Savio. No, it's not Crush, sorry, Farouk. There's Crush. Vince says it's turned into chaos. It's been chaos from the start. What's D'Lo Brown? Didn't realise he was part of the nation. Just got low blowed. There's no sold it. Road sign now used. Ahmed thrown into the crowd. One steward on his own trying to keep fans back. Who's got the... I think it's Farouk is now choking Animal with the rope. Crush hasn't really been used. I may have to move location in a minute because my laptop is running out of juice. What the hell did they just use? Look like a baby step. And if you're saying what's a baby step, it's just babies / toddlers to step on to get to the sink, get to wherever. Self-explanatory. The fire extinguisher's going off again. JR's just going, oh, good God, not again. All the minions are in the ring now, attacking LOD. LOD. Crushes up. Oh, classic LOD. Boom. Clothesline with a 2x4. Creative. There we go. LOD and Ahmed win it. Oh, the rest of the Stooges are in. Attacking LOD and Ahmed. It's not over, says King. Pearl River Plunge. Forgot this move. Basically a sit down power bomb. One of the Stooges are up. What goes up must come down, as JR just said. Two of the Stooges are up. Double flying clothesline. Turn inside out. Off you fuck. Great fun. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, man. Dun, dun. Yeah, I quite liked Ahmed. So what have you all thought? Have you enjoyed WrestleMania 13? Let me know in the comments, whether you're watching live or watching on the replay. Does it take you back to good times of 97 when the WWF was getting its ass kicked by WCW? I had no idea at that time. I was just a WWF loving 6-year-old kid. Another promotion here for next pay-per-view in your house. The ship pay-per-views. Never came to my house. My house? What you talk about? I think we're just coming up to the main event shortly. Got Sky Sports 1 shout out again. from Vince. There's some of the shots, some of the classic fans. What's the guy's name? The Italian American chap, skinny bloke, always wore the vests. Always. If anyone knows, get in the chat. Let me know. Here comes Shawn Michaels to do commentary for the main event. Sexy boy, not your boy toy. Oh. One of the better theme songs. This has unofficially become my youngest son's theme song as well. I don't know, I just randomly put it on once and he started dancing to it. And that's it now. It poses to it and does everything. Nope. The fans are pulling Shawn. They love a bit of Shawn. Sexy boy. My toy. Vince just said that had to be one of the most difficult things Shawn ever had to do in his life was give up the belt. And Jerry's just said it's one of the most difficult things I'm going to ever have to do is sit here and do commentary with him. I'm just a sexy boy. Yeah, definitely a love fest. His theme tune's run out and having to play it again. Yeah, sorry, just crap dancing to HBK. It's got to that point now. 2.5 hour broadcast. Thanks for watching. Thanks for comments. Thanks for votes. And we are on the main event. The WWF Championship. King's throwing a tantrum now. He's not even wrestling. He's getting a pyro and full entrance for HBK. As I see, there's a few of you on. I'm going to do another poll. How do you spell psycho? Was Psycho Sid underused in the WWF? It's a pretty simple one. Of course he was. Great character. And the gong hits. Someone's applauding. I don't know if it's Shawn, but there's just applause on commentary. Lights are out. Everyone's home. There's 18,000 people there. Smoke cone. I quite like this stage setting. And Taker comes out as original look with the grey gloves and the grey boots. Gave me goosebumps. Do 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 do. In this era, it must have still been weird to not see Taker being accompanied by Paul Bearer. Feels a bit weird for me when I've been watching all the old ones lately. Paul's there with him at 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, and now not here for 13. After turning his back on him. How could he do that? On the lights go. Big Taker fan base there. The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the World Wrestling Federation Championship. In the ring now is the challenger from Death Valley, weighing 328 pounds, The Undertaker. Gotta love Howard Finkel. JR alluding to the streak there. Never lost at Wrestlemania. And Vince saying we're seeing him just as we first saw him. Psycho. He's the best. And the ruler of the world. Not quite as intimidating. Psycho's definitely not afraid of the dark. Sid's fist bumping everyone on his way to the ring. That's what it was. Obviously comes across as a massive heel. There's a lot of fans that really loved him. Oh, he's a great character. As I said in the poll, was he underused by WWF on both occasions? And I'd say yes. This is only his. He only had 2 WrestleMania matches. First with Hogan, then with Taker. Sid Pyro. do 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 do. Don't know how you can not get the feels with that synth theme. Here we go. The belt's off. Hand in to the goat. Oh, Hebner. Taker's not moved. Belt's held up. And these two go face to face. And the crybaby bitch, Bret Hart, has just come out to interrupt the match. And not the only time. First of all, phony little faker. Take your pussy for injury. Go back and find your smile. When you slam the door in my face, you slam the door in our friendship, Taker. And you, Sid, you know and I know, and every single person in this building knows, all know one thing. That World Wrestling Federation Championship belt belongs to me, and you are a fraud. Aimed at Sid. Go on, Sid. You know you want to. Best there is, the best there was, the best there ever was. Boom! Time for a power bomb for Bret. Off your fuck. See a dance for a microphone now. You take your whining ass out of here. Taker still standing still in the corner. Hobble along, crybaby bitch. Taker finally moves, jumping on Sid. Here we go. We're underway again. We've already heard the bell ring. Taker laying in the rights. Now this is voted one of the worst Mania main events of all time. No, it's not the best match. No, definitely not. And Taker had a better match with Diesel, Kevin Nash the year before. But for two big men, it's not terrible. And there's definitely been worse WrestleMania main events. Hulk Hogan, brother, has had a fair few. Undertaker against a monster in Psycho Sid, according to Vince. Well, what's Taker then? Not a monster? Beep, beep. Right, I'm going to have to move location because I'm running out of battery. Folks, bear with me. we go, folks. In this main event, I've really enjoyed this evening. I hope you have too. And if you're watching back, thank you very much. Don't forget to like the video, hit subscribe so you get to know when I'm live, when my new videos are out. And please comment and share the videos. Let's spread the word on Flash Talks. Let's get it out there and out and about. Flash needs some love. Don't take that literally. Flash needs to spread the wings a bit. Yeah, it's been great fun tonight. First time I've ever done a live watch along of any kind. I've done obviously many live videos before and always had fun with them. For some reason I was very nervous going into this one tonight. Never doing something like this before. We're taking up a huge portion of time. Normally it's a quick half-hour video. Taker just got taken. Whoa. Taker's just been thrown over the French announce table. Taker's covered in the powder from the extinguisher. Apparently they're having to explain now on commentary. Gorilla Monsoon has said that both competitors requested that this be made a no-holds-barred match, yet they failed to announce that at the start of the match. Just trying to explain why they're outside and the referee's not counting out. Doing whatever the fuck they want. The Taker just got thrown through the table, but it didn't break. Yeah, if you are watching on repeat, on playback, however you're watching it, please do leave the comments there. Let me know what you thought of tonight's broadcast, what you thought of Wrestlemania 13, and what you thought of wrestling in general in the 90s. As I said earlier on, what's the best WrestleMania of all time? Obviously, widely considered it's WrestleMania 17. I think it's up for debate. It is a great mania. Must watch. I'm just going to end a poll now. Yep, that poll's ended. Circus said underused in the WWF. Of course it was. So I am going to plan to do more of these. I think maybe I will do WrestleMania 17, maybe WrestleMania 20. 22 is a good one as well. I'm definitely not doing the WrestleMania 35 was like 5.5 hours long if you don't even include the kickoff show. Fucking long time. I haven't sworn much tonight. Normally, get get some feedback. I swear too much in my videos. That's normally safe for football. The frustration coming out. May or may not do a WrestleMania 40 live watch along. Should do a poll on that. It depends on. I have sleep apnea, so I don't sleep well anyway. Whether I'd be able to stay awake. Obviously, it starts at midnight, finishing at 4 or 5, however long they want to drag it out. Obviously, it's 2 nights. I wouldn't do both nights. Probably just a Sunday night. That's during the Easter holidays as well, so I don't need to worry about the school run. Yes. Both men back to their feet after Taker took Sid down. In fact, Sid straight on to Taker. Quite like Shawn Michaels on commentary. It's different. I actually quite like the trio of Vince, JR, and Jerry Lawler. Of course, Jerry Lawler and JR are the best duo of all time. Maybe that's a poll. Headbutt from Taker said had done nothing. I'm loving this steward in the crowd. There's one steward trying to stop people getting hurt because obviously there's been a lot going out to the crowd in this event. He's just standing there with the headshots. WrestleMania 13. Undertaker's the only man where 13 is his lucky number, apparently. This what I really love commentary in wrestling. They always engage me. And I can't fucking stand commentary in football. I hate it. They wind me up. They talk so much shit. Like in wrestling, they're there to tell you the story. And in football, they're just there to push an agenda on whatever shit they want to bring up. Test of strength now. Sid is fighting back. Oh my God. Sid's fighting back. Clothesline. Both men down. I love seeing Taker with the grey gloves. Don't know what my favourite era of Taker was. Obviously, when I first properly started watching, it was the purple gloves. But I do remember the early stuff with the grey gloves because my older brother was into wrestling. And both men double boot there. So I remember Taker and Hogan with the grey gloves. I quite like the bat at Survivor Series 96. The bat wings and the leather. Yeah, it was good. Badass. Ministry. Dead Man Inc. And then sort of as I can't pick. Maybe that's another poll for another time. Quite enjoyed doing the live polls tonight and the chats, everyone. Thanks for getting involved. Let you get off to bed soon. 11:05 if you are watching live. Coming towards the end of the broadcast. Final 10 minutes. Let me know in the chat if there's any other WrestleManias you'd really like me to watch. Do a live watch along for. And what time of day would be better. I would say I'd do it like a Saturday morning, but don't fancy having my kids on the stream. I must admit, I know people have really slated this match, but it's alright, but it is starting to drag now. I don't know if it's just because it's 11:05 at night, but it's really slowed down. King's asking Sid to go for the powerbomb. King's obviously on Sid's side, Mr. Heel. Taker sits up. Classic Taker. Ugh. Tell you what, this event is really giving me the nostalgia feels. It always takes it back. You must get this with your favourite telly show growing up or your favourite film, favourite tune. Something just gives you the feels. I've seen Taker and Sid go off the top rope quite a bit in this match. Mr. Crybaby Bitch is about to come out. Taker's calling for the tombstone. Hooks him up. Tombstone time. Sid reverses it. Oh my God. Tombstone from Sid. Not Taker. Of course he's kicked out. Rest in peace, chance now. Bret Hart's back out. chair across the back of Sid. Bret Hart's lost his mind. By God, he snapped again. By God. Sean saying he can't take it because the spotlight's not on him. Take a slam, Sid, into the post. Taker's going to go for a choke slam here. Nicely executed. Going for the pinfall. Uno, dos. No. Flying Taker. Psycho Sid setting Taker up for the power bomb. And the crowd's going nuts because crybaby bitch Brett's come back out. Oh. Taker heads up, Sid. This is it. Tombstone power driver, baby. Crowd goes bananas. Undertaker's World Wrestling Federation champion. About time. Gotta love this scene. What a time to be alive this was. To see your favourite become champ. Finally. Creatures of the night going crazy. Taker pointing at the crowd. This is for you. Thank you, Taker. You needed this. What a fantastic way to end a good WrestleMania. As we reach the 3-hour mark on this video, thank you so much for tuning in tonight, folks. And if you're watching on replay, hope you stuck on Mania and watched along and interacted. Get your comments in below, your likes. Really appreciate the likes, shares, and subscriptions, folks. Thank you very much for watching WrestleMania 13 with me. And I'm sure we'll be doing more of these. It's been great fun. What a scene. What a scene. Thank you, Taker. The thunder and lightning sends us off the air as he holds the belt. Legend. Great WrestleMania. Great evening. Thank you very much for your interaction, folks. And Flash Talks will be back here soon. Thanks all. Sorry for the dodgy start, but we got there in the end. Good night all.